Hi everybody, welcome to WQAD.com's new web exclusive 8 Good Minutes, where we go around town and interview someone in the Quad Cities. And our first guest ever is News 8's Chris Miner, because she was just really pushing to be the first guest. She loves giving up control. She loves not knowing what questions are going to be asked. She is fired up for this, but she's actually a really good sport because we're from the same hometown.
We are.
Park Ridge, Illinois. So Chris has agreed to do this. This is how it works. It's 8 minutes, no editing, fun questions. We're going to learn about Chris Miner, and to make sure it's really 8 minutes, I've got a stopwatch.
Okay.
At 8 minutes, we're done.
All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. First question. Chris, were you a good kid or bad kid growing up?
I think I was a challenge.
You were a bit of a challenge.
For my mom and dad, yes. I like to experiment. I like to push the button. I was a good kid, but yeah, I was a challenge.
Yeah. And have you maintained that through the rest of your life?
Yes. I'm still a challenge. No, I had a great childhood. It was very suburban, very normal. As you know, Park Ridge, Illinois.
Pickwick Theater.
Pickwick
Love
Theater, love it. The candy store, that's the big thing we do. We'd ride our bikes up to the candy store and, you know, nothing out of the ordinary until I discovered boys.
That was trouble then.
Trouble.
We'll get back to that.
Rewind.
Chris Miner, did you have any nicknames growing up?
Well, Chrissy is still my nickname.
Right.
I mean, my mom and dad, everybody calls me Chrissy, my friends. In college, people would call me It'll Dry. And that's because, like, right before we came out, right before we came out, I spilled my pop on my shirt. I spill a lot, so I would always just say, don't worry, it'll dry. But other than that, I mean, I'm sure some people call me things that I don't even know about. But, Chrissy or It'll Dry, that's it.
Who was your favorite teacher growing up, and why?
Mrs. Steinbach, 5th grade. Initially, I cried when I received my report card and it said, "You have Mrs. Steinbach." I was so scared. I was crying. And she turned out to be the best teacher in the world. She gave me, or she inspired me to continue my love of English. Haiku, we did haiku, a lot of creative writing. Mrs. Steinbach, she was tough, but she was one of the best teachers I ever had. Here's one of my haikus. I still remember it. Ready?
Yes.
The seashore is wild. Waves tumble against the sand. It stops. All is well. The robins have come. They sweetly sing a spring song. Happiness they bring. 5th grade, Mrs. Steinbach.
Look at that.
But isn't it weird what you remember?
Yeah.
Seriously.
That was good.
Sorry.
This webisode is going to be a hit already.
This is so
insightful. We've hit a haiku at 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. We're doing great.
Ask Mayor Gluba if he can do a haiku.
I will ask Mayor Gluba if he can do a haiku.
Okay.
Biggest influence on your career? Do you have just one?
Biggest? I'm in the Quad Cities. I didn't have any. No, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. Well, I would say my college professor, Dr. Lucano at Northern, he once again, here's a theme. I need toughness, discipline. He always told me, you know, if you get serious, Chris Miner, you can last in this profession, because I like to goof around and joke and laugh, and you know.
That's why we love you.
I had some trouble paying attention. But he told me to get serious, so he was a really good inspiration. And when I first started, I wanted to be the first female Mike Wallace. I actually put that on my resume, and I didn't get hired for a long time. But no, I just loved Mike Wallace back in the day. I just thought he was awesome because he got right down to the nitty-gritty. And so, yeah, other than that, you know, just I've had great coworkers along the way. And that's about it.
Any like tall, awkward ones lately?
You mean like JF with
Maybe.
the initials JF?
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Not really.
All right, this is a dual-sided question now.
Okay. Can I swing?
You can swing.
Okay.
What's on your iPod, if you have an iPod? We've lost Chris Miner. 4 minutes left. No iPod,
That's
I take it.
Oh, I better talk faster. Okay. Do you remember when I thought your iPod was your new
Was
phone?
a new phone? No. So
Yes.
I take it there's no iPod.
No,
Okay.
I need a child. for
What
that.
what kind of music
Oh,
do you dig?
Well, my middle name used to be Funk.
Funk.
That used to be my middle name, like Isley Brothers and any R&B. And I used to love the Jackson 5 when I was little, you know, pop. But then I went to funk. I love Carole King and James Taylor. Just saw them at the Troubadour tour.
Right.
I love Todd Rundgren. I love Sting. I used to love Steely Dan. I like Pink.
Pink's great. We talked about that.
Yes.
She puts on an awesome show.
So I'm not just old school. I'm
No.
very hip to the mothership.
You are
Quite
to
often.
the mothership.
Quite often. But honestly, and I love Broadway. I love Barbra Streisand. I love Frank Sinatra. I like just good music. You know, I don't know. What would you call that? I'm very diverse.
You're eclectic.
Eclectic,
taste.
diverse,
Yeah, diverse.
interesting.
Yeah. What was Chris Miner's first car?
A Toyota Corolla, circa 1982, and I did not get my license until my last year out of college.
Really? Why?
You know, everybody gets it when they're.
Yeah.
I think I was too afraid to have myself on the road. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know, but everybody thought I was so weird. But I had my girlfriend Cindy Palmer would drive me around, and we always hung around. And then I took the bus downtown to work.
Okay.
You know, because to downtown Chicago, I always liked to work downtown. But yeah, I was an late bloomer.
You have 2 minutes and 4 seconds
hurry.
left. We're doing favorite place to eat out in the Quad Cities.
I like Frank's Pizza to have fried chicken and spaghetti.
Okay.
I like D'Alessandro's. I'm Italian,
Yes,
so
you do.
I like that theme. That's all I can think of right now.
Your husband Jeff, a phenomenal chef. What's your favorite dish to eat in?
He is. I love his salmon with chutney. I like his Parmesan chicken. And really anything anybody else makes, I love.
Jeff?
As long as I don't make it.
Those all sound good. If you bring them by the station, I'll eat them too.
I can't cook.
Favorite place in the entire world to go visit or on a vacation?
Anywhere with my nieces and nephews. Sunny. Anywhere sunny with my nieces and nephews.
You love San Diego.
I love San Diego. I love Coronado. I love Santa Monica, but I've got 2 twin nephews who are going to be 6 May 31st. A niece, Catherine, who's 7, and a niece, 23, Kevin. She's going to get her master's at DePaul Nursing, and I love them so much, so I love vacationing
You
with
talk
them.
about your family all the time.
I do.
Is Chris Miner scared of anything? Any phobias? Spiders, snakes, rats?
I'm claustrophobic.
Are you really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I asked to be let off a ride at Disney World one time, screaming. It was the movie ride, because all of us, I can't be enclosed. So I don't do well on airplanes, but that's the only big fear, and of course, death. You want to go there?
We only have 8 minutes. We have 33 seconds left.
Those are my 2 biggest fears.
Have you ever broken a bone?
A toe.
A toe?
A big toe.
And how'd you do that?
I stubbed it riding my bike when I was in 6th grade.
Way to go, champ. Which celebrity would you most like to meet that you haven't?
George Clooney.
You would love to meet George Clooney.
George Clooney, yes.
Favorite celebrity that you have met? 15 seconds.
Well, I like Barack Obama, John Mellencamp. I know I'm going to think of somebody. I can't remember.
Well,
Who?
unfortunately,
Kevin Costner. Thank you.
you
Andy.
did like meeting Kevin Costner.
I've met him a couple times.
And that's where we end. That's 8 minutes
That's
right there
it?
with Chris Miner. That's it. That goes so fast. That's kind of fun. You've got so much left.
I like it.
You know, people are going to want more. We might
I
have to
don't
do a
believe
second installment, but we're going to have to get to other people. Chris, thank you for
Oh,
doing this.
thank you, my baby.
Thanks for
you.
watching at WQAD.com. We'll have another person to feature in the near future, and Chris and I will get to swinging now. Don't
Okay, let's
spill,
swing.
don't spill your Diet Pepsi.